Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome to the PATA Annual Summit 2021 under the theme Reflect, Reconnect, and Revive. We apologize for the slightly late start. My computer crashed right as we were about to start this, so my deepest apologies, but everything's back to normal. We're up and running, and so thank you very much for bearing with us for just a slightly late start. First, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Paul Brancan. I am the Director of Communications and External Affairs at the Pacific Asia Travel Association, and I will be your host over the next few days. We have a great program ahead of us over the next few days. We have some great speakers, really fantastic speakers, some great sessions. And I will talk about the program a little bit later in this morning session. But first, before we get to that, I just do have some quick technical notes to share with everybody this morning. So first of all, if you're using the web-based version of the 10 to 5 platform, if you would like to chat or submit any questions, you'll see on the right-hand side of your screen, the section where you can insert your chat or submit any questions to any of the speakers or myself. For the chat, introduce yourself to the other delegates. You can see who else is joining the session. You can introduce yourself, where you're from, what you're doing, your thoughts about the current session. Any questions you have, please do submit them there, and my team will send it over to me or the moderators. If you are using the mobile-based version, it's very similar. Just click on session chat at the bottom of the screen, and then you can submit any questions or chat. As I said, introduce yourself to the other delegates who are attending the session as well. If you're, as you're joining us, feel free to share all the content on social media. Please, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, if you have it. Hashtag is PAS 2021, hashtag PATA Annual Summit, hashtag PATA Events, and hashtag I Found Rock. The Ras Al Khaimah Tourism Development Authority is our platinum sponsor, and we'll hear from them a little bit later in just a few minutes. And with that, before we get to this morning's session, we're actually just going to talk a little bit about the 10 to 5 platform. My colleague will join us a little bit later and just walk you through the platform, and then I'll go through the program with you after that. And then any questions you might have about the platform, about the program, feel free to submit it to us. But first, before we get to all of that, we need to officially open the event. And with that, we have opening remarks. First, we'll hear from PATA Chair, Mr. Soon-Hwa Wong. Then we'll hear from our platinum sponsor, the Ras Al Khaimah Tourism Development Authority, and their CEO, Mr. Rocky Phillips. And then we'll hear from our gold sponsor, the Global Tourism Economy Forum, and their Vice Chairman and Secretary General, Ms. Pansy Ho. And with that, sit back and we'll officially open it with our opening remarks. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may be. Thank you for joining us at the virtual PATA Annual Summit 2021 under the theme Reflect, Reconnect, Revive. I'm happy to share that we have a record-breaking registration for this event. Some 3,000 registered delegates, more than any of our previous physical face-to-face summits. This clearly shows the power of a connected online community. As chair of the Pacific Asia Travel Association, I wanted to first take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, the Ras Al Khaimah Tourism Development Authority, the Global Tourism Economy Forum, Airbnb, 2031, and iFree Group for their generous support in helping us organize this event. For 70 years, PATA has been a strong advocate in the notion that the travel and tourism industry is not only a positive force for economic growth and job creation, but also an important driver for cultural empathy and understanding across borders. The current state of the world and the unprecedented situation faced by the industry today only reaffirms the importance of the association as we work in partnership with our private and public sector members and partners for the responsible development of travel and tourism to, from, and within the Asia-Pacific region. Which leads us here today for the PATA Annual Summit, the association's signature thought leadership event that embraces a global forum for enhancing the sustainable growth, value, and quality of travel and tourism. As we look towards recovery and continue to build a future where travel and tourism remains a positive force in fueling sustainable development and economic growth, this event provides us the perfect opportunity to reflect and reconnect in order to revitalize an industry in dire need. That is why we are proud to have brought together CEOs and thought leaders from some of the biggest organizations in the industry, as well as senior representations from the public sector and other non-government organizations to discuss how we can face these challenges together and build a more resilient, responsible, sustainable, and stronger travel and tourism industry going forward. The association understands that it is only through the valuable support and engagement of our members from both the public and private sectors that we can hope to achieve these goals. In times such as this, there must be coordinated cooperation amongst all industry stakeholders. And that is why PATA will continue to stand by our members and industry colleagues. And I hope you will stand with us. Once again, thank you to our sponsors for helping us organize this event. And thank you to our members, live members, chapter members, and partners for your continued support. Most of all, thank you for joining us for the PATA Annual Summit 2021. Enjoy the event.
Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Rocky Phillips. I am the CEO of Ras Al Khaimah Tourism Development Authority right here in the beautiful United Arab Emirates. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the virtual PATA Annual Summit 2021 as we explore this year's theme, Reflect, Reconnect, and Revive. Just imagine how relevant this theme is as we continue to navigate through the pandemic and its implications for the travel and tourism industry today and for years to come. As you know, the tour and travel business is the worst hit industry globally, but we are excited about the potential that things are yet to come. To start off, I wanted to say, I miss you guys. I miss seeing people face to face and connecting. Social distancing and mask wearing is not in our DNA. As an industry of travel and tourism and hospitality, we're warm people, we're welcoming people, and I look forward to see you guys soon in person, and I'm excited that we'll be hosting PATA in person next year. Let me start off by recognizing our great partnership with the Pacific Asia Travel Association, PATA, with whom we have been working closely for a number of years and are pleased to be the platinum sponsor for this virtual PAS 2021. Next year, as I said, we are excited to be welcoming PATA in its first member in-person conference in Ras Al Khaimah. For those of you who might not be aware of our destination, Ras Al Khaimah is the northernmost emirate in the United Arab Emirates. We're 45 minutes outside of Dubai International Airport, And with over 7,000 years of history, traditional culture, and magnificent landscapes, Ras Al Khaimah is an authentic, accessible, and nature-based destination. With year-round sunshine, our Northern Emirate features pristine beachfront, lush mangroves, terracotta desert, as well as the majestic Hajar Mountain, including the country's highest mountain peak, Jebel Jais, at 1,934 meters, and also home to the longest zip line in the world, close to 3 kilometers long, the equivalent of over 28 soccer fields, where you soar 1,600 meters above sea level. So there's a lot to do in Ras Al Khaimah, and you'll learn more about our destination over the course of the next 3 days. But what makes this summit special to me is the opportunity to discuss, debate, and collaborate on the topic of recovery from a community perspective all the way to global level. From our own experience, Ras Al Khaimah has proven that it can overcome challenges in tourism. The Emirates was one of the first to launch a comprehensive safety and security plan, and to become the first destination in the world to receive both the Bureau Veritas Safeguard Assurance label, as well as the World Travel and Tourism Council Safe Stamp, which recognizes the safety standards and hygiene protocols throughout Ras Al Khaimah. Going even further, Ras Al Khaimah was the first destination worldwide to offer free PCR testing for all tourists in Ras Al Khaimah. We also launched a robust COVID-19 vaccine program, which will result in all hotel employees and tourism employees being fully vaccinated by mid-year. As I welcome you all at the virtual PATA Annual Summit 2021, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Mario Hardy for his team for putting together a great program and lineup of best-in-class tourism specialists and speakers. I am so looking forward to connecting with you virtually, and then next year welcoming you in person in Ras Al Khaimah. Thank you again for the opportunity. Have a wonderful conference and look forward to connecting soon. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and greetings from Hong Kong. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you as the PATA Annual Summit 2021 kicks off. PATA is one of the strongest advocates for responsible and sustainable tourism development in the region. Over the next 3 days, it will be providing an excellent platform for all of you to reflect on tourism's value and potential, while at the same time devising solutions to revive the sector. As long-term partners, the Global Tourism Economy Forum and PATA have worked together to foster greater cooperation and leverage technological innovation within the sector to encourage sustainable tourism development. Solidarity and collaboration within our sector remain more important than ever as travel and tourism continue to evolve to meet today's challenges. As we enter the second year of the global COVID-19 pandemic, it is undeniable that the pandemic has hit travel and tourism particularly hard. From the largest airline to the smallest hotel in a rural community, the reverberations of the pandemic have been felt across the sector. Around the world, more than 62 million tourism jobs have been lost in the past year, and according to World Travel and Tourism Council, the sector's contribution to global GDP was halved, decreasing from 10% in 2019 to 5% in 2020. Despite the devastating impact on the global tourism economy, we have also seen tourism stakeholders taking action to show their support for travelers and local communities amidst this unique crisis. The concept of hospitality has taken on new meaning and been put into action. From the donation of food and supplies, support for frontline workers, to businesses opening their doors to house those sick from COVID. The past year has reminded us that tourism's most valuable asset is its people. Because travel and tourism form a deeply connected ecosystem that cuts across many industries, the sector is in a unique position to contribute to wider recovery plans and actions. As the sector heads for recovery, a range of initiatives aim to lessen the impact on local communities. Partnerships across the public and private sectors have supported job retention and creation, skills training, support for SMEs, and the collaborative creation of safety protocols. These acts of solidarity have underlined the resilient and innovative nature of tourism. Even in these uncertain times, our innate desire to travel and connect with one another has driven immense efforts and ingenious solutions by the public and private sectors to support and revive tourism. This shared desire on the part of travelers, combined with the strong sense of unity within the tourism sector, will help us rebuild and restore tourism to its key role in leveraging efforts to preserve and promote natural and cultural heritage, to preserve the environment, and to provide critical opportunities to communities everywhere. We have a responsibility to maximize the global tourism economy's potential for job creation and economic growth, to enhance sustainable development, to embrace new innovations and technologies, and to encourage reinvestment in this sector. The sessions to come during this summit present an opportunity to work together to ensure a strong and responsible recovery for the global tourism economy. On behalf of the Global Tourism Economy Forum, I congratulate PATA for the organization of this year's NU Summit and wish you all a most successful event. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much to Mr. Sunwa, to Rocky, and to Miss Pansy Ho. We'll hear from Pansy Ho later today. She'll be giving the keynote presentation at the PAS Forum that will begin at 1 p.m. Bangkok time. We'll also hear from Rocky Phillips tomorrow afternoon. He'll be sitting down with Miss Carmen Roberts from the BBC's travel show for a one-on-one interview, so you'll hear more about what's happening in Ras Al Khaimah. Please do join us for that session. There is a quiz with some prizes, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But first, let me just share my screen here real quick. We're going to go through the quick virtual PAS 2021 walkthrough. And with that, please welcome my good friend and colleague over at the events team. She's the events manager, sales and marketing at PATA. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Monica Pawa. Hello, Monica.
Hello, Paul. Thank you so much. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. I'm Monica, and Paul already introduced myself. So I'm going to walk you all to the platform. Let me just share the screen with you all. Can everyone see my screen? Yes, okay. So this is the Attendify web-based platform. When you log into the platform, the first thing that I want everyone to do is to please create your profile. You'll see here, and then you can just click and then edit your profile. Since we are having it virtually, it'll be good to at least see each other image, how you look. So I would encourage everyone to have their images, their picture here, and also key in your detail as much as possible that if you can provide it for others. Once you're done, you just click save. Okay, so now the page that you are seeing now here is our town hall or the landing page. On the left bar here, you will see town hall, activity stream, and community. This is the first section. And the other section is programs, sponsors, speakers, event guide, win prizes, media partner, use sponsor, and download app. Let me quickly walk you all through one by one. Activity stream. For those who have attended our previous event, Pata Beyond, you all must be familiar with the platform. But for those who are the newcomer or like the first timer who's attending our event, please note that Attendify platform is very user friendly and is very easy. Okay, so this is activity stream section. Under this section, you can share your post, you can write. See, you already saw one came up. You can write, you can share your thought about the event, about whatever that you want to share with the other delegates. You can also like and comment. Please note that all this will add up to the point that you can engage along the way until 29th of April. The next one is community. Here you can see the list of delegates attending the event. You can also engage with them by clicking on their name and then chat with them. Like for example, if you know their name, you just search here. If you don't know their name, but you know the company, you can also look for it. Like me, I want to know that is there any technical support in this event that I can look to? I just type for technical support. And there it is, I saw one. So I can just click there and just send them a message. You can send anything that you have, any issue that you have. So this is all about the first section, which is related to the engagement, engaging, sharing your thought and all. Now the second section, starting with program. You can see the list of program here. And up here, you can scroll to view day by day. Like for today, we already having this session, the welcome. And then the next one is youth symposium. You can read about the description here. You can also click once the session start, it will appear the black screen here, like now over here that you can see. And like Paul mentioned earlier, that you can also chat with delegate. The next one is sponsors. Thank you to all our sponsors. And here you can see the list of our sponsors. You can also view their detail. Let me show you for Ras Al Khaimah Tourism Development Authority, our platinum sponsor. When you click on their name, you can actually view about them. You click on read more, you can read the complete description that they have posted. Also, you can view the media that they have added in here. You can view the video, you can click more to view the images about the Ras Al Khaimah. So you can basically have a pre-preparation for the next year when we visit them. And along with that, we also have another sponsor you can view, and you can click on their name and view more detail. Now, next is speakers. You'll see the list down of speakers here. When you click on them, you can see their bio, and on the right side, you can also see that what all session they will be speaking at. Like for Raki, he already spoke for the morning session. So now his upcoming next session will be tomorrow, the executive interview. Now the next one is event guides. So this one, when you click, you can just download the event guide. It'll be for your own use if you want to know more about how you can get the guideline. Now this one is win prizes. This is a bit on a fun activity that we'll have. So when you click here, you can view the list of it. We have already started 2, which is a pre-engagement, pre-event engagement. We had the one that you can get engaging by writing about the 70th anniversary, and also by view the video of our host and then write up about it. So this is the one that passed, and this one will be tomorrow, like what Paul mentioned, that we'll mention about this one a little bit later. So this one you will also get to view the amazing prize sponsored by our host. And along the way throughout the event, you can always by giving the like and by sharing your post and see how many likes you get with it. So it's called top like. This one has already been started and it's an ongoing activity until the 29th, same as the top of leaderboard. For the leaderboard, I'll show it to you later how you can view it, because this feature available only on the mobile app. Next one is media partner. Once again, thank you to all our media partner. And here you can see the list of media partner and you can click on their name to view more about them. Like this, and you can just click on view profile and it will link you to their page. Now the next one is use sponsor. Same, use sponsor, you can click on their name and then you can view all their details. The last one is download app. If you haven't downloaded the app on your mobile, you can just click here and then it'll link you to there. So this is all about the event platform app. Should there be any question in this regard, you can just drop in your question on the question at the question box, or you can drop it at the side of the Attendify. We'll get the question. Now, in the meanwhile, let me also show you the mobile app that I mentioned about. For the mobile app, please note that there'll be 2 additional features that you don't get them on the... one second, let me just share my screen for the mobile app. So I can walk you all through. Okay, so for the mobile app, we have 2 additional features that I mentioned. One is the leaderboard and one is the bookmark and notes. So these 2 additional features, you will get them only if you browse or if you watch the event through the mobile. So the first page here that you all can see, when you downloaded the app, you'll see the Attendify page. Now over here, you can search for our event. You just type Para and you'll see the list of our event, which is hosted by Para. You click on the first one and it will get you to the activities theme or our landing page on the mobile app. Over there on the top left corner, you'll see 3 lines. When you click on that, it will show you the list of the activity that on the mobile. And you can also see 2 that I just mentioned, bookmark and note, and one is leaderboard. The leaderboard is actually together with community. I'll show you how you can visit the leaderboard. When you click on the community, you will see a small drop down there. When you click there, you'll see pop up of community and leaderboard. You then select the leaderboard. Here you go. So under the leaderboard, you can actually view who are the top 10. Over here, you can see only top 5 because I have screenshot only the top 5. But then you can view up to top 10. And if you did not see your name in there, mean that you did not score that much. So you can also earn more points. And how would you know that how many points are there? You will see a small icon there next to search. When you click on that icon, you will actually see the number of points that you can earn with each activity. Like you can see up here, like 4 points you can earn by posting on the activities theme. You can get you can also like a post by getting 1 point, and you can also comment on a post. So this is about it. Now, the next feature that I mentioned is bookmark and notes. When you click on bookmark and notes, it will actually show the name of delegate or the speaker that you have bookmarked. So this one is basically for your easy access to their profile. And on the other tab, you can also see note for you to write down their note. Now, you can also bookmark the delegate when you are at the community page. You can see the list of delegate. On the side here, you can see a bookmark sign. You can just click in there, and when it appears blue means you have already bookmarked them. So that's all about the feature in here. I actually went through in detail so you get the picture. Now I will quickly show you a small clip video of walkthrough, And I will also along the line tell you few features. So I want to show you the video so that you have a complete understanding of the mobile app. How do you click it? Can we have the video, please? Okay, great. Yeah. So you can scroll down and see the first page. And when you click up there, you can see, like I mentioned, and when you click on community, you click drop down there up. Yeah. Okay. So this is the bookmark feature. Yes. What I mentioned about it. Now you click community, you can click on leaderboard, you can view. Like I mentioned, we have up to top 10 here. And you can click on that small eye icon to view how many points you can score and how you can engage in the activity. And this is to view bookmark, what all you have bookmarked. You can also view, and you can also set the reminder for the bookmark when you bookmark the session. Okay, so under the app, the mobile app, when you bookmark any of the session, you can also set the reminder towards the thing. We have 10 second, 20 second, and 30 second. So Delicate, I encourage all of you to engage in the activity, share your post, share your thought about the event, encourage others by liking their post, comment on others' post, and the same, you'll also get the same. And this is just a bit of the fun activity where you can also get engaged with others at this time. And now I'll pass it all to Paul. But in the meantime, if you have any question, you can just drop them in at the question box, or you can drop them in at the section where Paul mentioned, and then we can have our staff copy it to us. So Paul, now back to you.
Thank you very much, Monica. Monica will join me back later for the Q&A. But I'm going to go through quickly go through the program, what's ahead for this afternoon and for the next couple days. So let me just share my screen real quickly here. I'll try to run through this very quickly, but as Monica said, you can very easily see the program using the Attendify platform. Bookmark the sessions. If you have it on the mobile app, I would suggest you bookmark the sessions you want to see, because then you'll get notifications that the session is starting. So we have 3 days of content. Today, of course, right after this is the Youth Symposium. It's a panel discussion, and then there's a mentorship session. The mentorship session, I think, is by invite only. And then this afternoon, we have the PAS forum. It's it's 4 sessions: reflect, reconnect, and revive. And then we close out with what's next. I'll go through each of those in detail shortly. Day 2, we have the Youth Symposium in the morning at 10 a.m. That's Bangkok time. And then at 2 p.m., we'll have the executive interview with BBC, and that's followed by a video journey through Ras Al Khaimah. And there's a quiz, and I'll talk about the prizes for the quiz just a little bit as well. And then at 3 p.m., we have the PATA Leaders Debate. We have some great speakers, the Face of the Futures. Talk about that more shortly. And then day 3, sorry, this is a bit old. I guess there's no expert task force meeting that is actually that's not taking place. But that 10, we have a membership update. I think the name's been changed to 360. 360 for your business. That's open to anybody. That's not just for members. That's for non-members as well. Find out the activities that we are doing here at PATA, how we can help your business, and the things that we've done, the things that we plan to do coming up over the next few months. And then at 1 p.m., we have our annual general meetings. That's for PATA members only in good standing. And at the same time, we have our PATA Youth Symposium, student chapter roundtable discussion. For the annual general meeting, if you're a member and you want the link to join that, please do email us. I'll give you my email at the end of this, but it's fairly easy. It's paul@pata.org. So as I said, later today, we have the Youth Symposium. It's 2 parts, the panel discussion, and then the mentorship session, and then the forum. talk about the Youth Symposium. It's moderated by our youth ambassador, Ms. Alethea Tan. She helped put this together with the help of Pauline Yang, a PATA youth based in Hawaii. So this is a youth symposium because it was designed and by them, but this is open to everybody. So it's not just youth to join, but anybody. So if you're young, if you're a youth, or if you're just young at heart, feel free to join this. We have some great speakers. We have the Deputy Director General of Promotion from Tourism Malaysia, our good friend Dr. Musa, the managing partner at Clickable Impact Consulting Group. He's also a technical consultant for ADB Ventures, Mr. Jason Lusk, and the managing director of Discova, Ms. Suyin Lee. Then instead, in the afternoon, we begin our, after that will be the mentorship session, but that's by invite only. If you have any questions about how to get that, please do feel free to email me again. And then in the afternoon, I said we'll hear back from Pansy Ho. She'll be giving the keynote presentation on reflections of travel. That will be followed by a panel discussion on the new models of tourism. We have Ms. Rochelle Turner, Head of Research and Insight at Marshare USA, and then representatives from OECD, the World Bank, and the World Economic Forum. I think feel free to please do look at their bios. When we introduce the sessions, we won't be going through their whole bios and everything, because that is easily available on the Attendify app. So session 2 is another fantastic session. We have the CEOs of TripAdvisor, WeGo, and Agoda. This session is called Reconnecting Tourism. It's done in collaboration with Web and Travel Middle East. And of course, moderating that session is the founder and editor of Web and Travel, Ms. Yu Siu Hoon. This is going to be a fantastic session. I'm really, really happy and honored to have all of them joining us this afternoon. And then session 3, we have Revitalizing the Industry. It's in 2 parts. There's an aviation discussion and a hospitality discussion. The first part is the aviation discussion. We have the CEO of Dubai Airports, Paul Griffiths, and the president of Emirates, Sir Tim Clark. And that is moderated by Aaron Hesselhurt. He's the business news presenter at BBC World News. I'm sure many of you have seen them on BBC. And then after that is the hospitality discussion, which is a fireside chat with a legend in the industry, Mr. Adrian Zecca. He's the founder of Azra. He's also the founder of Aman Resorts. He's been in the industry for like 50 years. He's just really, really just a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience. And he'll be sitting down with Ms. Rainey Hamdi. She's the editor-at-large at Skift. So please do join us for that. And I said the last session, we'll look at what's next. This is sponsored by our good friends at 2031 Consulting, and moderating that is the partner there, Mr. Greg Clausen. We have the Undersecretary from the Department of Tourism Philippines, Mr. Benito Bengzon, the Vice Minister of Tourism for Republic of Egypt, Ms. Gada Shalabi, and the CEO of South African Tourism, Mr. Sisa Nishona. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Day 2 said we have the board meeting for board members only. If you're a board member and need that link, feel free to email either myself or Kay. Our emails are fairly easy. The symposium, this is a workshop, Scaling Up Your Impact, the executive interview, and then the leaders debate. I'll go a little more details about that. Said the board meeting, if you're a board member, feel free to email us. We'll give you the link of how to get registered and the link to be able to join that board meeting. So we have the Youth Symposium SDG workshop. This is, I think, sponsored by Sigmund, Scaling Up Your Impact. Of course, it's moderated by our youth ambassador, Ms. Alethea Tan. We have the professor at Capilano University, Roy Johnson, Mr. Alan Mershin, the founder of Sigmund, and Ms. Ali Stoltz-Labrola, the director at Sigmund. And last but not least is Kenna Koronka, the director of internal communications and podcast producer at the PATA Capilano University student chapter. I look forward to that. And then, as I said, we have in the afternoon at 2 p.m., we have the executive interview with Rocky Phillips, the CEO of Rock TDA. He'll be sitting down with Ms. Carmen Roberts. That is incorrect, but she is actually not the editor-at-large at Skift. She is a presenter at BBC News. BBC Travel Show. Then after that, after the interview, there'll be a video, Journey through Ras Al Khaimah. So please stay tuned for that, because after the video, there's a quiz, and there's 3 prizes you can win. So what are those prizes? Right? So after this video, there's 3 prizes you can win. So the quiz, you have to really watch the video. This happens right after the interview. And the 3 prizes are, for the top score winners, you can win the Jebel Jais flight. It's the longest zip line in the world for 2. You can win a trip to the Suraldi Pearl Farm for 2, or a half-day excursion to the Bear Grylls Explorer Camp for 2. The prizes are sponsored by our platinum sponsor, the Ras Al Khaimah Tourism Development Authority. You can take advantage of these prizes when you join us next year at the PATA Annual Summit 2022 in, of course, Ras Al Khaimah. So you can either come early to take advantage, to use these prizes, or stay a couple days afterwards and enjoy your prize. I said it is a fantastic opportunity to win these great prizes. I've done the Jebel Jais flight. It is, it's exhilarating, it's scary, it's exciting, but it's absolutely fantastic. There's actually a lot more that they built over there at Jebel Jais. There's 7 like zip lines there too, so you can maybe do the other activities there as well. So those 3 prizes for the top scores of the pop quiz. You have to watch the video that happens after the executive interview. So please, that happens on Wednesday. That happens at Wednesday, and that is, just to remind you, at 2 p.m. Bangkok time. So bookmark that, remember, and join us then. Then later on in the afternoon, we have the PATA Leaders Debate. We'll have welcome remarks from Dr. Mario Hardy and Mike Orgel, Director of Public Policy, APAC for Airbnb. Airbnb is our official topic partner for the Leaders Debate, so thank you very much, Airbnb. And then we'll see a debate. They're talking about the tension between economic benefit and sustainable development as we look to recover. So I will give you the 2 teams. So we have Mr. Iyad Rosby, the Executive Director of Destination Tourism Development at ROC TDA. We have Irina Bokova. She's the former Director General of UNESCO. She has actually a fantastic career. Really read her bio. I mean, she's actually done a lot. And then we have Suresh Singh. He is our 2020 PATA Face of the Future and the CEO of the Nepal chapter. And of course, our 2021 PATA Face of the Future, Suryal Hizmi. She's a lecturer advisor at Lombok Tourism Polytechnic. So I'll tell you what the teams are. So Arena and Suryal will be defending the position of sustainable development, and Iyad and Suresh will be defending the position of economic benefits. Right? And that's moderated by Mr. Rajan Datar. He's the travel show presenter at BBC World News. So, you'll hear the opening position statements. You'll vote on which position you think you agree with. There'll be a moderated debates. And then after that, there'll be another vote. So maybe they've swayed and changed their position, or maybe they haven't. And then we'll reveal the final votes at the end. I know this is our CEO's favorite part of the annual summit. It's a very heated exchange. It's very interactive. It's fantastic. So please do join us on that. I said Thursday, the expert task force meeting has been canceled, so that's not there. The membership update is open for anybody. It's not just an update about our members. It's actually about all the activities that PATA is doing now, in the past, and in the future, and how you can take advantage of this as a member. And of course, we have the annual general meeting. At the same time will be the youth symposium, the student chapter roundtable discussion, and then we'll hear closing remarks from PATA's CEO. And that's the entire program in a nutshell. Said you can view it on the program on the app or on the web. Bookmark them so you'll be notified when they're about to start, or watch the whole thing with us and enjoy. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to submit that. I'll bring back Monica in case there's any questions. Do we have any questions? I don't see any questions.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay. All right. If there's any questions whatsoever during your time here over the next few days, feel free to reach out to us. I am also on the Attendify platform, so is Monica, so is our entire staff here. We're all registered. You can reach out, ask us any questions you have about the event, about our future events, about anything about PATA. We're here to help you enjoy your time here over the next few days. So if there's no questions, thank you very much, Monica.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Thank you, Monica. And before we leave you, we have a video from our platinum sponsor, Journey Through Ras Al Khaimah. And with that, please sit back and enjoy. Always forget. I think that's a very amateur thing. I always forget to unmute myself. But that's the end of our morning session. So once again, thank you to all of our sponsors, our platinum sponsor, the Ras Al Khaimah Tourism Development Authority. They are also the host of next year's PATA Annual Summit 2022, which will be in person. So please do join us next year. But thanks for joining us this year. Of course, also thank you to our gold sponsor, the Global Tourism Economy Forum, as well as our official debate topic partner, Airbnb, session sponsor 2031, and of course, our good friends at iFree for also sponsoring this event. The next session will begin in just about less than 10 minutes, about 8 minutes from now. It's the Youth Symposium Part 1. To actually enter that session, you actually have to go to the program and click on that. You can't just watch this video. It will not continue. For each sessions, they won't continue one to the other. You actually have to click on the next session in the program to be able to view that session. So very easily, go to after this is over, go to the program, click on New Symposium, and then you'll be able to join that in just about 8 minutes. Don't forget the PAS forum begins at 1 p.m. Bangkok time later this afternoon. So please do join me then. So enjoy for those of you joining the Youth Symposium, tourism as a positive catalyst. Please do enjoy. And if you have any questions whatsoever about the program, feel free to email me. My email is paul@pata.org. If you have any questions about any of our activities, feel free to visit our website. As always, thank you to our media partners, supporting media partners, and various other premier partners, strategic partners, preferred partners, and content partners. And with that, that is the end of this morning introduction and walkthrough. Thank you so much once again for joining us for the annual summit. Without your participation, without your support, none of this would be possible. Thank you, and I will see you later this afternoon. Take care.